8-year-old walking alone turns back to see a presence lurking behind her. When a young New Jersey girl was walking home alone in July of 2020, she felt a strange presence following her and suddenly became scared. 8-year-old Dylan Dratch thought she was having a nightmare as she started sprinting away. But it wouldn't be long until she realized just how real the dangerous situation was. Dylan was in serious trouble, and things could have turned even uglier if it weren't for the quick thinking of one of her brave neighbors. In Livingston, New Jersey, young Dylan Dratch decided to spend some time in nature with a friend. Though, walking along the creek enjoying the summer sun soon nearly turned into a fatal choice. While 8-year-old Dylan passed by the stream, she felt a presence stalking her. At first, she couldn't accept this scary feeling as reality and figured she was dreaming. That's when she started running. Dylan started to speed away, then fell abruptly. The fox caught up to speed and pounced. When she felt the teeth sinking into her flesh, she quickly realized she wasn't dreaming. Dylan screamed for help as she tried to kick the fox off of her. It was no use. The fox relentlessly bit her, a total of 19 times. She sustained injuries to her ankles, shins, and both feet. Even though Dylan had a friend with her, the fox attacked. The animal, for some reason, had lost its instinctual fear of humans. 2 small children were no match against this predator. All Dylan could do was scream. Luckily, a neighbor heard the little girl's cries for help. Matt Nitcher, home on break from college, just happened to be playing basketball outside when he noticed Dylan's screams. The 20-year-old threw his basketball at the fox, then ran straight up to it with his arms outstretched. It was an attempt to show dominance through size, and it paid off. The fox fled. Matt Nitcher humbly accepts being the Good Samaritan. While he says saving her was pure instinct, to Dylan and her mother it made him a hero. Still, the little girl wasn't out of the woods yet. Dylan still had to deal with the 19 bites she suffered. She was treated at a local hospital and thankfully did not need to stay overnight. While the attack had left her badly scared, Dylan remained strong throughout her recovery. The Livingston Chief of Police, Gary Marschutz, commented on Dylan's attack with surprise. He stated that in over 30 years that the community's animal control department has been active, this was the only fox attack on record. While Dylan's fox attacker remains at large, Livingston law enforcement worked with the state of New Jersey on a solution. They set fox traps in the area in hopes of catching the stray wild animal. As habitats for foxes and coyotes continue to dwindle, they will be forced to make more frequent appearances in public spaces. Even though this marked the first attack in Livingston in over 30 years, parents are hesitant to let their children outdoors in small groups. The attack left Dylan rattled and reluctant to go outdoors, so to lift her spirits, friends and family surprised her with a party. Adults from the neighborhood got together to supply the kids with hot dogs and ice cream. The adults in the neighborhood thought the COVID-19 pandemic played a part in Dylan's survival. With more people at home, parents and neighbors watch out for each other more than ever before. But what caused the incident in the first place? One major reason the fox targeted Dylan was due to her size. Foxes are usually timid and rarely attack people. And while running away was a natural instinct for a child in danger, it can also trigger a predator to attack. Although fox attacks are rare in Livingston, other areas in the nation are more susceptible to them. Often, the victims of predatory foxes are people's pets. Thankfully, there are multiple methods to ward off foxes in order to protect your area. Foxes have a natural fear of humans. If seen in the daytime, they usually run. If not, it means that someone has most likely fed them. It might seem cute to offer them treats, but foxes are wild animals, so feeding them will only make them equate humans with food. If a fox is bold enough to approach a human in the daytime, it does not mean they do not scare easily. However, there is a tactic to help. Surprisingly, you'll need to frighten off the fox each time, in a process called hazing. While Matt Nitcher didn't know it at the time, he used hazing techniques to scare away the fox. Hazing includes making loud noises, like yelling or banging pots and pans. and blowing whistles when a fox approaches. Throwing a bucket of water or using a hose on a fox scares them. The main goal is to keep the fox surprised. Hazing encourages foxes to regain their lost fear of humans while leaving both parties unharmed. If done sooner, it might have prevented Dylan's attack. So, if you spot a fox in your area, no matter how cute and fairy tale-esque they seem, don't approach. Wild foxes aren't meant to be interacting with humans.